Yeah, okay, now, listen, there's somebody who sent me a message. I want you to tell me if this makes any sense.
All right. Like personally?
Yes, into my DM.
Oh.
Yes,
All
this
right.
happens. So this guy, I picked up this habit 8 years ago. And he wants to confess to me. Tells me he's now 22. And for the past 8 years. Yes, for the past 8 years, he's been struggling with choking the monkey.
What?
Which is masturbation.
For
right?
the past
He started
8 years?
Yes, when he was in Form 2. He could even do it in class.
Ah.
Then, when now he moved from Form 2 into, I think, Form 4, he got a phone. Now he was able to go into the porn sites. Now he has 2 girlfriends. He's 22. The 2 girlfriends meet his needs. But this is another need that they cannot meet. Umeshika, akona mademu wawili.
He has 2 girlfriends?
Yes, akona mademu wawili. So that tells you kazi ya kunini iko.
But he's choked the monkey so much
that he cannot stop choking the monkey even with his 2 girlfriends. He stays at another car, ajifanya anafikiria vitu maybe for 1 week. Then after that 1 week, bam! Relapse.
Anaingia binge.
Binge huko just nyonga, just throw everywhere.
But is it really a problem?
It's a problem for him. He knows he has a problem because he has a girlfriend. You get? He has a girlfriend. Why is he doing it? So it started off like just a release, but now it's an addiction. Apparently, I didn't know that this was an addiction. There's a guy called Robert Burali. Remember him?
Yes.
He once came up with he was to write a book about his addiction to
He actually
masturbation.
did write the book.
He maybe did the cover. We never saw the book.
Oh.
Yeah, but apparently this is a problem that I didn't know about. For me, when I encountered it, it was a very small thing at the time.
Oh, so you have encountered it?
Of course I have encountered it.
And you didn't get addicted?
So this is what happened when I encountered it.
Yeah.
I don't know, it was almost experimental. It was in 1998. And I did it, I think, for a couple of months. Because when your girlfriend is not around and you're thinking, I'm stressed, I feel like I need some release, what do? I go and
choke the monkey.
Choke the monkey.
Yeah.
I'm feeling like you need. Sometimes now, by the way, it gets addictive because you'll be even in number 3, going to the digs and you're thinking, this number 3 cannot get home fast enough, cause.
Really?
Yes.
Choking the monkey is that serious?
Then something happened one day when we had to move houses and it was a very bad move. So it was not a good move. And that day, I swore to myself, I said, never again.
What happened?
It was a very traumatizing time for me. So when that happened, I said, hey, listen, this will not be my release. I'll not be releasing my stress like this.
Yeah.
I'll have to deal with my situations.
Okay.
Right? And I said, this day, I have stopped. And I never did it from that day. Now, it's not as easy as it sounds. Yeah? Maybe some of us are stronger in terms of will. But it is a problem that some people cannot. Even in marriage. Unapata mtu mwingia kwa keja, anaenda wapi? Anaenda kwa bafu, ananyonga, ndio atoke sasa abonge na wife.
I knew a chick who used to tell me that it was one of the problems she had with, they were a very young couple, by the way. She's 21, he's 22. They got married really early. They have 2 kids. And it's just one of those things. Maisha got ahead of you, but they try to get things in control. Beautiful babe. And she's like, imagine Umse doesn't touch me. He hasn't touched me in I don't know how many years. But anytime he checks in, choking the monkey.
Nyonga.
To the point and she's like, we can be in the bed, me and my 2 toys and him, and he's choking the monkey. So I'm like, you're telling me this guy is 22 and he's been struggling with this for 8 years.
Now, the thing he says at the end, which is what is very... I have tried living it, but the farthest I can stay without is 1 week. And I go back to it. Having read about people going through this struggle, he realizes that he's not alone. I think this is the best time to let it go. Because he's realized, okay, it wasn't just my struggle. Many people are struggling with this.
Is it really though?
Where does it start? Is that a problem?
Is it even a... Let's try and find out. Is it a problem? And how big a problem it is? Choking the monkey. Yeah, because I'm like... Because you know the conversation is different when it comes to women, yeah?
Now, that one is a whole new conversation.
Yeah.
But
so
for the man...
That's why I want to understand how critical it is a problem. Because I'm concerned if a young man, 22 years old, is being held hostage by this. Is it a problem? Just give me a call. Let's see if we can unpack it. And don't be shy, guys. We have to try and figure it out. 0711 046 100. 8 years under Siege. uninformed about. There seems to be a plight amongst men that we're not aware of. And it's an addiction that has...
Yeah, because you keep talking about it like you don't understand.
Yeah, because...
You've never...
You know, first of all, I'm on the wall of... Is it wrong because you know it's wrong, you feel it's wrong? Or because someone told you
Or the
it's
morality
wrong?
behind
because when I'm
act.
when I'm looking at some of the tweets, you know, I'm seeing a lot of pain behind this conversation, and I'm confused. I'm confused because people, it's problem, it's a struggle, and I think let me listen to a couple of more.
Because even for me when I did it, the problem was that I would feel guilty
After.
Now that guilt is what people are saying is the problem, because you're feeling like you've done something shameful.
To the point, okay. I want to hear. Let's just educate me and some people who may not realize the veracity of this. Give me a call, all right? Let's have this conversation. My lines are open to you 100%. You don't have to tell us your name, nothing. Let's just talk. 0711 046 100. I'll repeat, 0711 046 100. Hello.
Hello, Kamene.
How are you doing, Baba?
I'm doing fine.
Talk to me.
Well, now I'm getting your story, eh?
Now you've gotten it.
What our brother is talking about, it's real. One to me, I'm in such a situation, but I won't mention my name, huh?
It's okay.
Okay. I think mine is on the class 6, and I'm a class 8. Yeah? And currently I'm 30.
Wow.
Whoa.
It's serious. It's very serious, huh?
Those are like
And
17 years.
I've tried that. I'm married. I have one kid. I have a wife, very good wife. But ile satisfaction, ile upande wa bed, it's not the satisfaction that I get. You know? So this thing is very serious. It's very serious. Kutoka kwa hii kitu ni ngumu.
Does it
kipe kama jaribu, anakwambia kweli, it's very hard. To me nimejaribu na tanga like 3 months. Na tena nimerudi kwa the same situation. But I'm trying my best. I'm praying God to propose such thing.
I have a question for you, eh?
Hello?
Unanisikiza?
I can't get you well. Ni network yako imepotea ama?
Can you hear us?
Yes, nawasikia lakini katika kidogo. Nakusikia sasa.
Ask him if he feels guilty after doing it.
Do you feel guilty after doing it?
Unajua ukishamaliza unafeel uko relaxed. Much relaxed kabisa, and you feel like normal. Like sometimes unaweza pata you have your wife also, you making love, but at the very moment mnamaliza that night, tomorrow unasikia like hauko satisfied. I've tried even to go outside to look for a girl, maybe ni wife wangu unsatisfied, na sijaribu kuenda nje kutafuta dem, but still narudi tu kwa nyumba na time wife ameenda job. Sio job, mimi naanza kutoka job mbele yake. So mimi nafika kwa nyumba na nafanya mambo yangu, namaliza, akikuja niko very sorted.
Does your wife know that you do this?
No. Ni kitu nimefanya in a very secret form. We have a day. Okay, I stay in bedsitter. We have a day nilikuwa nimeacha mlango. So she rammed. Kalingia tu akanipata kwa seat. Ndio sasa nikajifanya, nilikuwa na towel pale, nikajifanya nilikuwa natoa nguo naenda kwa bafu. Nobody, hakuna msaidizi aijua.
Wow. All right, thank you so much for sharing your story. Yes. I appreciate the honesty. Asante sana. Good morning.
Morning.
How are you doing, Baba? Talk to me.
I'm fine. I want to comment on that issue.
Yes, tell us.
You know, people make memes about it as if it's something funny. But ukishaanza, you're hooked. It takes so much will to stop, eh?
Totally.
Is it something you're struggling with?
Yes, it is.
For how long?
I have a calendar in my room.
A calendar for what?
Day. I mark each day. Nilisema. I'll try to stop. Each day that I don't, I mark a next.
So
but
this is like,
najipata tu nimerelapse.
how long have you been
So
struggling with this?
What?
How long have you been having this problem?
2 years now.
Is it a problem though to you?
I'd say it is because I've tried on several occasions to stop, and it's si rahisi yani. Unajipata umeacha 30 days umerudi.
Lakini mbona unataka kuacha? Like, do you want to stop because you've been told it's wrong, or because you yourself feel like you're doing something wrong?
You feel like you're doing something wrong. First of all, it has effects, you know, on your social life, your testosterone, everything. But ile umekaa tu haido hivi dakika 5 unajipata umerelapse.
Man, thank you for sharing with us.
It's a problem that is out there.
Asante sana, bro. Wow. So I've opened up my phone lines. I want to hear from you, gentlemen. 0711 046 100. We did a story. We talked about the gentleman who slid into Kibe's DM. 22 years old, and he feels like he's being held hostage by this addiction. 8 years. How are we going to help him? And is it a struggle that is as big as it seems? Phone number 0711 046 100.
Yes, I'm from Jogo Road, yeah?
Uh-huh.
Yes, and the medal you have brought is something real.
Is it?
Yeah, real, and even to me, something I've witnessed. Even right now, as we are talking, is something that I've already done.
No way.
Yeah, even I can do it when I'm just sitting down. You know, you can hold it, you start doing it.
Is it a problem for you?
Yeah?
Is it a problem?
Yeah, it is a big problem, man. It is a problem. It is even to me, it has come like a burden.
Why? How has it burdened you?
It is a burden because without doing it, because you know, you just can't go and adapt a woman whom you have not been socially, or you have not been getting in good, or you don't know him. So you will do it so as you can epuka those ladies, and but as you have said, unajukumu sana, unajukumu.
Lakini wewe uko na dem ama una?
Mimi sina dem.
So wewe operate aje? Unanyonga alafu unaenda round?
Mimi nanyonga, natoa, alafu sana na feel at least sasa hiyo haja
hauna hiyo haja anymore.
Hiyo haja inaisha. So it is something that it has been existing na bado iko nakwambia.
Imekuwa affect kimaisha aje?
So, imagine since class 8, it is something I knew. Sasa hivi nimeza form 4, sasa hivi nafanya biashara, and even today you imagine I am doing it. So even I don't understand, can it affect inakuwa wewe kupatiana ball?
Hapana, it cannot go that far.
Okay.
But hey, pole Jo, I hope utapata nguvu ya
iko hivyo.
Ya ku stop.
Good morning. Hello.
Yeah.
Niambie baba.
Yeah, mimi naitwa Padson.
Sema Padson.
Yeah, naitwa Padson kutoka Buru. Mimi nilianza masturbation kama hata niko class 4.
Ati ukiwa class what?
Class 4.
Class 4?
Yeah, nilikuwa hata kama bado sijaanza kurelease. Nilikuwa naifanya, unajua nilikuwa kuzi wangu ndiye alianza kunifanyia. Lakini sasa kutoka nikazoea, so nilikuwa naifanya every time.
Na sahi?
Hello?
Na sahi bado unafanya?
Hello? Yeah?
Na sahi bado unafanya?
Yeah, naifanya. Nimejaribu kuacha lakini maybe nikienda sana ni siku 2.
Unaweza kaa siku 2 bila kunyonga?
Yeah.
So ni addiction noma?
Yeah?
Ni noma. Okay, just
Class 4. My cousin is the one who started it on me. Wow. A problem? Or is it because munaambiangwa ni shida and the calls that I have picked from this distraught men? And I'm like, what? Let's keep the conversation going. I think the only way we'll be able to arrive at a conclusion is if we actually unpack it with honesty. So have you been struggling with it? Do you know someone who's struggling with it? I want to head over to the hashtag Kamene and Kibe, and just for purposes of this conversation, I won't be naming names, but a lot of the gentlemen are saying it's a big struggle. The guy here said, hey, maze, ni ugonjwa. On the other hand, there are gentlemen who say, who says it's a problem? It's a remedy to everything. It puts people in place. Really, my guy? Has this been a very chiniamaji male struggle and addiction that we haven't been able to talk about? Is it making people suffer? Kuna msee hapa, I said, I'm a victim. I'm 28 years old right now, but I started all the way back in high school while in a Form 2. Now, I'm currently married and I'm still doing it, and it's hard. I wish someone could give a solution, because I myself know 5 other fellows who suffer the same fate. Is it a problem, and how bad of a problem is it?
Is it a problem?
And that's also the question that I keep on asking.
The genesis of male masturbation, the genesis is, where do they start it? Now, there are many reasons. You could start it because you are bored. You could start like that guy who said he just started pulling at his pecker, right? And it felt good. Because remember, it's a good feeling for the man whenever this, what do we call it? Whenever there's any contact, right? It doesn't matter from where. So when the boy discovers it early and he starts to do it, it could lead to an addiction. Now, addiction could continue into, because now these guys are, if you start at class 6, the first time, Menje, listen to this, class 6, you're how old? You're 10.
Yep.
The government is going to tell you from class 6, the next time you can touch somebody is when you're 18. That's another 8 years, and you've discovered this thing. Unaelewa?
I hear you.
So in 8 years, you're an addict.
Just like that.
Because in 8 years, you cannot do anything. So you're an addict. Now, the addiction now continues from there. Why you're finding this thing is taking over people's lives. Guys don't even want to be with their wives, don't want to be with their girlfriends. I mean, you can even have a girlfriend and you're still
choking. 0711.
Why aren't we worried about women?
Because
it sounds like it's a thing, because women even have gadgets and stuff.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's not
for you. It's even celebrated, as you said, right?
Yeah, because it's almost like a point of liberation. They call it, awareness. I mean, if I just get onto my Instagram right now, and some of the people I follow, there's one babe I follow who even takes pictures of the end results and the gadget that was used.
And it's a proud thing, and guys are celebrating which one is it, which machine,
and
which batteries are you using.
There are conversations about it and why it's good for women. I've seen very huge personalities tackle it. So for me,
usiwache kwa charger.
Yeah, okay, stop. Really?
Don't charge it overnight. Okay,
continue.
Anyway,
You see those intricacies, I don't know. But you see, for me, as a woman, it's never really been a problem. So what has me shocked is that for men, it's drilled so much into you that it is a problem, that it is wrong. And this feeling of that it is wrong has gotten so deep into men that there's shame.
Oh yeah, stigma.
We're calling
a lot of stigma.
Addiction.
That by the time, totally.
This man feels like he's enslaved. He's being held hostage by his own body, when it's inverse for the women, where you can explore and
you can even carry these things around with you nowadays.
So yeah,
right. And
there's some that can fit in your pocket. There's some that can fit. So I'm like,
I saw
this
is
so
one,
unfair to men.
There's even one you can wear for women, and you have like a small remote control, where you can walk in anywhere. You're at a bank, maybe.
You really just done your research.
Oh, you have to.
Yeah.
We're on radio, madam.
Informed yourself.
We are on radio, so you can be at the bank at the teller, and maybe umengoja sana. Then you feel like you're a bit bored. Just wash her. Now, if a man chokes the monkey at the same place. Understand?
I hear you.
At the same place. Oh, he's going to be lynched.
I think that society has been unfairly hard on the man when it comes to this conversation.
That's actually a very good question.
Because
we have been looking at the woman as different from the man when it comes to this one thing.
Yeah. Though I don't feel it should be a gender conversation, but with what I've heard, it's not fair to the men. And I feel like men should no longer feel burdened by this. It's don't.